Good afternoon, children. Let us see, we are going to see the next topic of the chapter, Era of One Party Dominance. Earlier, I have explained you in this chapter that how the Congress party was in dominance for consecutively 3 years in the first general election and in second general election and even in third general election also, and Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru became the first prime minister after the independence of our country India. Here we are going to see about the parties, different parties which came in the existence after the Congress also, and some of them they became the opposition party also for the Congress. So one of the most important party which came and formed within the Congress, that was the Socialist Party. About that I am going to explain you today. So the Socialist Party, we have to see today the topic. See, the Socialist Party was formed within the Congress in 1934. Congress was already in the power and in the dominance, but within the Congress, the Socialist Party was also formed in 1934. In this party, most of the young leaders were there and they wanted more radicals and egalitarian. Here the meaning of radicals I would like to make you clear. In class 10th also you have studied about these three terms: radicals, liberals and conservatism. So radicals has been again revised here, these words radicals. So radicals are those group of peoples who they want to form the government on the basis of majority based government are formed by the radicals. So radicals and egalitarians means a group where the representation of each and every caste and religions are considered equal. It means here radicals and egalitarians are founded and appreciated by the peoples, group of peoples who they are young leaders, and they were the main leaders of the Socialist Party. So those leaders, they formed the Socialist Party within the Congress in 1934. In 1948, Congress Socialist Party was separated because of dual party membership. Because we know that in Congress Party, mostly the landlord and capitalist peoples were appreciated, and they were not giving so much importance to the Mazdoors and other peasants peoples, section peoples. So that's why there was the issue for the Socialist Party that a party must not be only in one direction dominance, that for who they just appreciate to one group of peoples who they are strong, and basically by the capitals and by the money they are strong, just like the capitalist and landlords. There should be representations and equal participation of those peoples who they are in the very means low standards, just like the peasants and Mazdoor also. So that's why 1948 when Congress Party found that some of the peoples they are having the dual membership under the Congress Party, just like they were having the membership of the Socialist Party even in the Congress also. So it amended its constitutions that there must not be a dual membership. So meanwhile the Congress Party got separation in 1948 and the Socialist Party emerged. So Socialist Party was separated in 1948 from the Congress. In this way we can say that it was formed in 1934 within the Congress. It means those leaders who were the supporter of the Congress, they formed the Socialist Party because they were not agreed to the policies of the Congress Party, because it was just having the one direction participation and representation. They were of the landlord and capitalist, and their main demand and main issue was that to just have the participation and membership for each and every sections. So that's why one separate party was formed in 1948 that came to known the Socialist Party. Now the party electoral performance caused much disappointment. After the separation, when the Socialist Party separated from the Congress Party, so after that the condition of the electoral means election, chunav. So it did not get so much means appreciation and good supports of the voters and people. So that's why a disappointment was seen. निराशा देखी गई कांग्रेस पार्टी के अंतर्गत सेपरेशन के बाद. So the socialist believed in the ideology of democratic socialism, because those peoples and supporters who they are in the Socialist Party, their main motto and ambition was that to just have the policy of the democracy, means those peoples and members who they are the members of the Socialist Party, their main ambition was that to establish the democracy based governments and to give the participation of each and every peoples, peasants and mazdoors and other poor peoples equally, and that is known as democracy. But in the Congress Party there was the more appreciation for the landlords and capitalism. So that's why the peoples, when they got their supports back from the Congress Party, so it became disappointed at the time of election because much support was not found. They criticized the Congress for favoring capitalists and landlords and for ignoring the workers and peasants. Even these socialist parties and the members, they criticize that the Congress Party only favors the capitalist peoples who they have the capitals, they are rich, they are strong, they have money, and landlords, and it ignores the workers and peasants. And those peoples who they are poor, they are peasants and workers are not given so much importance by this Congress Party. This was also one of the important issue of the Socialist Party against the Congress. Next, the Socialist Party led to the many Socialist Party. These are Kisan Mazdoor Party, Praja Socialist Party, etc. It means after the separation, the Socialist Party, it led fully supports to the Mazdoor Sangh and peasants, other sections peoples. So in this way it gave the open participation and opportunity for those peoples who they were in this Mazdoor and Kisan groups, so that they can also form a party, a group according to their own will, like the Kisan Mazdoor Party and Praja Socialist Party, because they were working on the basis of the democracy. In this way, here we have seen that what was the Socialist Party when it was formed and how it came in the existence, and what was its issue, what was its main ambition against the Congress Party. So dear children, I hope so now you might have understood about the Socialist Party and regarding it the information that how it came into the force and existence. The main points are written here, and I have explained also to you. That's its formation in 1934, its separation in 1948, its main issue that democracy based government, and to giving provide the opportunity and participation for all sections peoples like peasant and workers. In this way it also became slowly it also became powerful in the country. Thank you children.